Alright, what's up, everyone? All three people that will watch this. I haven't uploaded in like a while. It's been like a month or something. There's just been a lot that like has gone on in general with life is But I've just I don't know. I finally got some fucking time alone here, home alone, so I actually have some peace to fucking record. Um, but I don't know. I think I don't know. A lot of things you go through a lot of change in your life, obviously, and when you kind of look back and you see how things played out and what starts changing, you kind of it's a weird feeling, when change is like actively happening and you kind of see it and you see how you start to view things differently and view different situations and things start to get better. It's like a weird feeling. It's like, I don't know. And I think I've made a video about this before, about there being chapters in your life or certain areas where just doors close and other ones opens and you just move on to better things or to different things. Whether it be like you go through a hard period and then you move on and you get to a better area, like you go through hard to get to better things. I don't know, I guess it's not really a topic for this video, but I just, things that happened recently where a lot of people would view it in a negative way or view it in like a bad way, or, oh, why did this happen? Why did this person happen to this person? Why did this and that? And just have anger or like question or just be lost, feel lost. And I definitely did at the beginning, like a few weeks ago when this all kind of happened. I'm not going to go into it, but I was definitely lost. I was like, what the fuck? What does this mean? Why does it? And then time kind of went on and it starts weighing on you less, your mind, and you start to have like kind of clarity in a way. And you start to see the reality of it, like what it means, why it happened. And it ends up, in the end, being something good. Like it ends up being better for you. You grew from it, you learned from it. And had it not happened, I don't think I'd be all at peace how I am right now. And so it's all just like, I saw another comment in a video, was like pretty much saying what I'm saying, where everything, you just accept that everything happens for a reason, even if it's not the reason that you wanted, or in the moment it might seem like, what the fuck, like you're lost or you're so confused. But then in time, it kind of just plays out and you see, looking back, what led up to it and the aftermath, and kind of it makes sense, So I saw a comment that was like, it's like an overwhelming sense of peace or like serenity viewing it this way, life, where it's you view even bad situations or bad things happening as good things, just like in disguise. So let's say you got fired from a job, or you didn't get a good interview, or you have to move or get kicked out of your apartment. I don't know. Obviously those are horrible things, or even worse to deal with, even worse things than that, obviously. But you view it in a different way. Am I fucking recording? Okay, oh shit, I'm new to this camera. Where you view it in a good light, like you think, okay, good will come from this, just it doesn't go how you plan. You might, I thought it was going to go this way, I thought it was going to go that way. It's just not how it went. There's nothing you could really do about that. Like ultimately, it's like you could try as hard as you want to get a certain job or do good on an interview. But if it just doesn't play out that way, it's like, okay. Or like study for a test, you can do all you want studying for a test, for doing that. Doesn't mean like you never try or never do more, because you could be like, oh, I'm going to pass this test if I'm meant to pass it, and just don't do shit. Obviously, that's not how you look at it. But you can only do all that you can, and at the end of the day, it's like whatever happens, happens, So you should never look back with regret or like anything like that. And I guess another kind of random thing is, way back when I started this whole school thing, I'm in college for, you can't see it, my school shirt's right there, I'm doing paramedics, cool, EMT, same shit. You our professor, like way months ago when I was taking one of the beginning classes, she like mentioned, she brought up like living through your prayers or something. And we were walking out, I remember, with one of my friends, my classmates, and she just kind of mentioned how, oh, you know, you look back on like in your life months ago or even a year ago, things that you wanted back then or even longer, things that you wanted back then or wished for back then, you have them now, but you just don't really kind of realize that you're not aware of it. And she said that, and I was driving home, and I remember just like thinking, and I was like, oh, like it's. I remember thinking back then, like I wanted to. I don't know. I wanted to have like I wanted to go to college. I wanted to. I don't know. Be able to. I just wanted like the not the college life in a sense, because I go to community college. It's not really the same as a real college. But I just wanted to feel like, oh, you know, have a job, go to college. I don't know, I guess that's just a fucking normal part of life. But it's just what I wanted, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do for like 2 years. I didn't go to school. But then I found this, and I started doing it. And I've got a lot of new friends, made friends and stuff, and it's what I really wanted back then, and it was given to me in this way. So it's like, I see that. And there's a lot of other aspects, like with, say, my family. I won't go into it, but it's like aspects of like that dynamic with my family or my friends or, you know, more personal things. Like you look back on things back then that you wished for now or that you wanted now, and it's like you see that with time, it's like you got them, you know. It doesn't always happen quick. Like I could really want something or really hope for something, and I'm not going to get it immediately, but you look back and be like, oh shit, I ended up, and I'm more aware of it now. Like let's say I just doing something day to day, and I recognize like, oh shit, this is something I was thinking of like a month ago, or this is something I wanted a year ago. Like it'll just like come to me really quickly, and I'll be aware of it. I'm like, oh shit. Now I also seen a lot, like people who make the argument like, if you want something and you try really hard to get it, but it's not in God's will or whatever, then it's like, why are you even trying if it's not meant to be? That's a whole different thing. I'm too tired. I gotta get some sleep. I can't really even process all that. But that's a whole other like thought process, which is like, essentially, like I feel like, I don't know, you could do all you can in your power to obtain something, but yeah, I guess if it's just not really meant for you, it just won't come as easy. I don't know, like I was talking to someone from my church, and they were telling me that too, like, because for this certain field I'm doing, at least last semester, I put in no like external work, as in like studying extra. I would kind of just work at school or study at school and do homework there, but it came really easy for me. I would do all the you know, demonstration skills and everything really quickly and easily. And my friends would always be like, what the fuck, how'd you, because I'd be the first one to do and get it done. And they're like, were you nervous? And I was like, what? Like, I didn't know. I thought it was like just simple, but everyone else was taking their time. And so I didn't know if it just came easy for me because I was interested in it, or I don't know. It was just maybe the path I was meant to go down. I don't know. However you want to look at it. But, yeah, just, like, for example, I applied to Trader Joe's this is like for my first job. I think I applied to Trader Joe's first. I did the first and second interview, and for some reason they just didn't want me. I don't know why, if it was my weird schedule or something. I think first actually I applied to like an aquatic center nearby, like a pool, a community pool. They didn't take me. That was definitely because of my weird summer schedule though. But anyway, I applied there, applied to Trader Joe's, didn't get it. And then I applied to Lululemon, I think. I got that job, but then I turned it down. I went to Costco. Worked at Costco for a season, and then I went to Whole Foods Market. And from there I found this other job that I work at. Like, they kind of found me through them, so it kind of worked out in that way. I wouldn't have, had I just stayed at Lululemon or got hired at Trader Joe's, I would have never taken that path, you know? And it's just, there's so much that you realize is timing with everything. Like, just the timing of you picking a job that leads to another job that leads to talking to this person, like meeting these people, meeting new friends, and these people stay with you. Like, you meet people that stay with you throughout life, you know? It's like, it's just, yeah, and I think I talked about it too back when I think it was actually one of the first, I think it's the first video on this channel where I talked about um, how I was contemplating even going to school or postponing it and not doing it. And then I had ran into a friend at work who was in the same class as me. And we talked, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. I was actually not prepared at all to even start, but he helped me out and he got me all set up and everything. So had I not seen him that day, I met him it was even weird, it's a whole different, everything since that day, I just was like, what the fuck, like, it was just weird, you know? I don't know, I've talked about like 7 different things so far, but, I don't know, just, I don't know, I feel like I go through life with a very, very, like, deep appreciation for every moment, like, every day, every whatever, because I think I recognize, like, every day is very unique, and, like, I see how time works and how what occupies your mind now, in a week or two, you won't be thinking about that. And now, I was talking to a coworker about this, I mean, other things obviously are bigger, and like he said, might occupy forever, you know, there's bigger, more, like, significant things, but small things, like, oh, I have to trying to figure out this, or I'm gonna have to get that, or I have to, you know, like, weeks from now or days from now, you are not thinking about the same things that you're worrying about now. And the same thing with, like, friends or dynamics, like, you'll never be, let's say you just meet a friend or you meet someone, like, you'll never be in the same moment as you're in right now, you know? In terms of relationships always get deeper or they'll fade away. Or with friends, like, you might see them more often and you get closer, or you stop seeing them. Friends that you look back on like, oh shit, I haven't hung out with them in a while. It's like, the moment that you're in, the week, the day, will never be the same exactly. And it's why I treat each one with such appreciation, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. Come here. Come here. See how this guy. He's about 6. I've had him since 2020. You're getting old, buddy. His name's Tom. Right, Tom? Anyway. Yeah, so, kind of a random video, but I haven't uploaded in about a month, so I just wanted to talk a little bit. So, I don't know, just appreciate life. I guess another thing I was thinking of was sonder. Like, I've always had this term. I feel like I've always felt, when you feel sonder for the first time, it's a very interesting thing. It's like, it's basically the realization that, like, every person you see, every car, every window, like, I saw a post about it, it was like a really nice city skyline, like, I think it was LA, or it was like something, Las Vegas or something, or New York. And it was like every single person, every window is like a life unfolding, and it's like, just, they're like, you pass by someone, it's like everything I'm worrying about, everything I'm stressing over, worrying about, whatever, or not that I worry or stress that much anymore, thankfully, but it's so minuscule, and everyone has their own shit, their own family, their own friend circle, their own everything, you know? And I realized that when I started doing school again with my classmates, like, they all have their own jobs, their own, like routine they're doing. It's just weird to think about, and that's what sonder is. It's like, I feel like it's it's just like, I saw someone say, like, it's a very nice thing to think about. In a way, it's weird because it's like, you realize that what you have is unique to you and just given to you, just you, you know? It's like, just for you. And I started to feel this a long time ago, like, even when I was, like, young, like 12, 13, even younger, like, I would go on trips and stuff with my family, just to the beach or whatever, and I would, I don't know, I'd feel very, like, just, I feel like I had the realization, I didn't even know what the fuck sonder, I didn't even know the word back then, but I would see people just at the beach walking around or just doing whatever, and I would, like, feel a deep sense of, like, I don't know how to explain it, I just felt we're very grounded, like, I knew, like, it's weird to think about everyone's, like, doing their own thing, you know, and traveling too, like, you travel, you go to hotels, you meet people, you interact with them, you talk, and you'll never see them again. It's like, I've always viewed things in that way, like I would treat each interaction like it mattered a lot. If that makes sense. Like if I'm talking to someone at a hotel checking me in or just getting food, whatever, it's like I would just have a very high sense of care or like appreciation for that person. Because like I made a video about it, like having a philosophical outlook. But just having a really deep sense of like, I don't know, like I recognize everyone has their own stuff. They're going through different things. They're just trying at the end of the day. You know, they're just doing what they can. I guess not everyone. Not everyone's a good fucking person. Not everyone's a saint. You know, that's not what I'm getting at. But just I would view every interaction like I would treat it very heavily for me. Like I would just be very. I don't know. It's just weird to think about. Like when you look at life that way, it's like you see someone, you can talk to someone and interact with them, and you'll never see them again. You know, it's weird. It's like you'll talk to someone and they have their whole own life story. Like let's say they're however age they are, especially the older one, you know, older people. You'll talk and you were just a little part of their life they'll probably never remember, anyway. Like I was having some. I think we were at Handles, me and one of my friends, and there's like this older couple, and we just got to chatting, and they're like, oh, we're from here, they would talk about stuff, and it was like, alright, have a good night, and it's like, I'll never see those people again, I don't even remember their names, but like you share, like you have your own life path, but you still share, I don't know, it's like maybe I'm just overthinking shit. I mean, I saw someone that was like, everything is deep if you think of it that way, or like anything is deep if you like make it that way, which is like also true. You know, like you'd be like, oh, I'm talking to this Alexa thing, and then here's what I say, and then it processes it, and then it's just words, and it's like, you could do that. Sometimes I feel like I just think too much about all that. Like I overthink shit. But you know, it's a good way to be. It's a good way to think. Just don't overdo it. Don't overthink everything. Just be able to manage it. Like be able to be a very deep thinker and be not wise. I guess wise in a sense where like you have that sense of knowledge, I guess, but just don't let it take over you and don't let you have a good time or let loose or enjoy things. Just be able to manage it. And a lot of that is just all of it's just a mental thing, you know, just being able to understand your mind. That's another thing, I guess the last thing, it's almost been 20 minutes now, is your mind, if you can like understand how your mind works and how fear works and how you process different things and how shock works in terms of like, or grief or shock where it's like something hits you and it feels like it's the end of the world or your feelings take over and your judgment's clouded or foggy, but then in time it kind of settles and you look back and you're like, oh shit, like I'm more content with this now. It's like you don't always get over things. It just, you carry it easier, you carry it lighter, or better, you know, in a different way. It's something I noticed about my thought process, like you notice patterns in yourself if you look out for them. And back then, let's say I would learn something about, I don't know, just anything, like something would be new to me, and it would seem really huge, or like I could barely, I don't know, it would just be like a really take up a lot of my mind, my thought processes. But then days later, I'd look back and be like, think of the same thing, would be like I'm more accepting of it or content. So it's like everything is just, you have to understand how your mind works and how you process things, and just recognize when like something you know is real or true, when fear or something tries to kind of skew it. Like I made a video like when you don't believe, that's why I always just believe in yourself and you're halfway there. Fuck, it was like some Benjamin Franklin or some shit said that. But I always see that and be like, oh, what the fuck does that even mean? Like that was one of those, you know, dumb, random, inspirational quotes. But it's like, it's genuinely true, because in this experience, a big one of mine that I've had in my life, like this whole year, I won't go into it, but it was with like a person. And it's like, if you believe you can have something, or you don't believe you can have something, your mind will look for reasons to believe that, you know? And looking back, I was so, I got a call, it's fine. I was so just in the dark and thinking in the wrong places about things. Like the reality of it was there, and I was set on believing that I couldn't have this, or this wasn't true, or it was this way and not that way. And so my mind would look for reasons or signs to believe that, instead of believing that, oh, this is there, this is that, this is like the good part I was believing. It was just such a weird, thinking back, it's just so clear how fucked up I was in the head. Not in a bad way, but just in like it's bizarre, dude. So, anyway, just, I don't know, appreciate life, be thankful, grateful. You know, understand your mind, don't let, yeah, just try to understand yourself and how you work, and you'll get very far. I'm 20, I don't know, I'm talking like I'm fucking 60, but that's my advice. Another thing, okay, I always found weird how like during summer, like wintertime is like always, like season time always feels so much more like, I don't know, like, I don't know, it feels like a season time, it feels like very, deeper, like very, you know, it's all about family and stuff like that. Whereas summer, it's like, it just feels like, I don't know, like seasons have very different feelings to them, I guess. I mean, that's pretty obvious, but that's always something that I've thought about. More so this year, because like, I see how stuff was during summer, and it was like, it got into October, November, December now, and it's like, things just feel like, I don't know, like things finishing up with school, like in probably like a month, I think. And then stuff at work, it's like, and with friends, like, it's like, it just feels more like, I don't know, the holidays. It's just a very different feeling than, I don't know. That's stupid, but that's just random shit that I think about. So, anyway, thank you for watching whoever watches this shit. I'll see you guys.